Alright, today for tutorial 4 we're going to be in Tinkercad again, and we're going to be creating dice. Now, it's going to take place in 3 steps, and then we're going to use the materials that are in front of me right now to do each step. So let's take this first box, and I'm going to adjust the measurements to be about 26. Now what I'm doing is I'm taking a box and I'm going to create a mold using this box as a whole. So we're going to line it up perfectly, and then I'm going to adjust it. I'm going to lift it up first, and so that it's off the ground. Then I'm going to slide it back using the arrow keys and hit it 3 times. Now that box is in the perfect middle of my object. I'm going to group it, and once I group it, now there is a hole inside of that box. I can show you. See how the outer box is there, and then inside is emptiness. We're going to use this as a mold. We're going to take our circle, put it inside the box, and that hole is going to shape our circle. So let's increase the size of our circle here. That one there's not quite big enough. So as you can see, we want to make it a little bit bigger. So we're going to increase that to 26. There we go. That's what we're looking for. We want to look to make sure that they're lined up perfectly. You can see the box on the ground and then the box for the hole. And they need to be lined up. Now that we've got that there, we're going to grab both of them and group them. When we do that, the box disappears, and now we've got that. Now it's off the ground because we took the bottom out, so we're going to lower it down a little bit. Now we need to make those inserts into each part of the dice. These are little recesses that we're making so that we can fit symbols in there. We're going to make that cylinder small, just 1 unit, and then we're going to make it a hole. We're also going to shrink it down to about 14 by 14 there. Now what's really cool, we can go to this workplace, click on it, and then select any surface. Now when we select a surface, that switches to the main surface. So we can select this object and hit copy, Control C, and then Control V for paste, and it will paste on that surface. Now sometimes you have to scroll in and out a little bit, or it won't paste correctly. It's something about it registering. I get it this next time. So we're going to delete those 2, and then that one's in the right spot. So we need to grab it and adjust it to make sure it's in the center of our circle. Once we do that, we can turn it to the side. We're going to grab that little triangle and push it back into the dice. When we group it, that's going to create a hole. Now we need to hit the workplace button again. Choose a new surface, rinse and repeat. Okay, make sure it's lined up, recess it back, choose a new surface. Copy, paste. Straighten it out, and it goes down. Choose a new surface. Control C or Control V to paste it in. Make sure it's aligned, and it goes down. Next one. Control V to paste. Line it up. Goes down. One more. Alright, so you want to make sure you check all the sides. You can click the workplace thing and then off to the side and it will reset it all. When you check it, you need to look at each of the sides. Make sure you did them all. Oh, looks like I missed one and that one's kind of off. That one's kind of off. So I can go back and fix those. So I'm going to make that my surface, paste it in, straighten it out, recess it back. And let's see if we can't fix this this other one. Now, sometimes you'll find that you just can't get it quite perfect. If on the bottom right corner of your screen, you'll see there are units of measurement. If you select a smaller unit of measurement, like 0.25, you can then update it, and when you hit the arrow, it will go a smaller distance. It'll go a smaller distance. So instead of going 1 each time you hit the arrow, it'll go 0.5 each time you hit the arrow. That allows you to be more precise. Grab them all, group them together. Now you've got your dice with all your recesses. Now, with the other one that I did all sorts of shapes, stars and symbols and at symbols and exclamation marks. But for this one, I'm just going to do numbers. Go over there to your text box. Grab the 1. Oh, we want to make sure we switch the workplace to wherever we're going to be working. There we go. Now, as you can see, it's sticking out. So we got to grab it and make it to 1. Make sure to reset your grid back to 1.0 units instead of 0.25, or else you'll have a harder time doing this. Grab the next one, shrink it down, change your workspace, and then continue doing that till all sides are set. There you go. Grab the workspace, set it back to normal. Look around each side, check to make sure that they are all set and nothing's sticking out. If it's sticking out, then it's going to affect the way that the dice rolls. And then let's grab everything there, group it together, and you've got your dice. It's ready to export and print. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed doing this. It will take a little time, and that's okay.